welcome to Hiking with Emmy. We're here today at Rich's Nature Walk, and you can identify it by there. It'll tell you right there, so you know which way to go. And the trail goes up here and around, and it can be a big wide circle, and come back down the compost road and back to your parking lot, which is, you might be able to see it over there. But one of the more interesting things right here is runs adjacent to a cemetery, and this cemetery was used by what was once called the Athens Lunatic Asylum. And this asylum, I forget when it started, but it was closed down in like 1970, and Ohio University took it over, and it has used various services up there now. There's an art museum. It used to have graduate art studios, business school, lots of things. But the people that were buried here, a lot of them fall into two groups. One was soldiers who came back from the Civil War, maybe the Spanish-American War, and they had PTSD, which, they didn't know what to do with back in those days, so they put them in the asylum. The other large group were women who had the audacity to have their own minds and refuse to obey husband, father, whoever, and just generally thinking for themselves, and they were deemed hysterical and put in the asylum. Now, if we take a look at one of these graves, here is Rosa Ford. But you see down below her name there is a number, 723. That's their number, inmate 723. And if we walk down here, we might find some that actually just have a number. Because for many years, the records were closed at the asylum, and nobody could get in here. And here we go. Here's number 459. There it is. So this person had no name. They just assigned him a number because people would put these people in the asylum and then just basically forget about them. Like here's a series. They just have a number. Then when the asylum closed down there in 1970, the records were released eventually, and families started finding their ancestors. And many of them would add a little plaque once they found the records, found their names. And so now they're more than just a name. It is now Susan Woolley instead of number 453. So that's your interesting tidbit for right here. Happy. Say goodbye.